What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mike. That is Nick. If you follow Nick's Instagram, it's pretty fucking crazy and disturbing at times. But go follow him. He puts up some I think it was alligator music with or Dracula music with some kind of fucking clown mask and hair that he's actually wearing right now. If you're watching on YouTube, pretty fucking sick looking, man. You that's the kind of mask you can't wear out in the neighborhoods anymore because you get shot. Then people think you're an actual killer.
For Halloween?
Yeah, you can't wear it. I mean, yeah, Halloween, of course, but I'm saying just a regular day. You go out in that mask on a regular day that's not Halloween, you're getting shot.
I mean, I don't know what psychopath would ever go out in a scary ass mask for on a regular day.
I mean, yeah, that's true. But yeah, what were you doing, man, on that Instagram video? You were doing some kind of like piano Dracula. Was it Dracula?
Yeah, it's a song I wrote. It's called Dracula's Quarters, and I was in a shitty mood the other day, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm recording this and showing people how fucking insane I really am." Because sometimes, we all have different personalities, and that's my split personality. That's my other personality.
Right.
Psychopath.
Right. That's the other side. Like some people get to see once in a while. Like, it's not a pretty sight. So good thing you want. But yeah.
I realized I don't give a shit anymore if anybody sees that side of me. Like, I post it up on there. I don't care if anybody likes it. I don't care if anybody thinks I'm an insane person. I just want to put it up.
Right. I don't know what that says about me. I just look at it like, yeah, that's crazy. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's definitely a turn from you're taking pictures of like, fucking raccoons and squirrels dancing and shit in the fucking lawns and shit.
Yeah.
So, well, at least you're doing that. I had a fucking shitty weekend, man. Friday night, I went in late with a fucking bad earache, bro. Like that shit like clogged up. The little fucking doctor came in and she like, oh, your ear canal's like really closed. And I can't even see the back of your ear canal. It's fucking all clogged up. I actually just started getting my hearing back today, like this afternoon. Like I couldn't fucking hear since like late Friday night, early Saturday morning. My ear was just like that clogged. I'm like, am I ever gonna get my hearing back and shit? So I was worried about that. And so now I got to go back to the doctor, like almost like a follow up on Thursday to get that shit checked, get my hearing like checked, and hopefully get it cleaned out. But I had like a little bit nauseous. I had like a fever the same night, like typical like bad earache, type shit. And all of a sudden, like when I got there, I got to the urgent care and she did like, the blood pressure on my arm and it was a little high. She didn't tell me. The first nurse that came in there, the doctor came in, she took it again. She's like, oh, your blood pressure's like a little high. I'm like, blood pressure? I'm like, oh shit. She's like, yeah, you got to, stop with this order. I'm like, I know what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? I got to stop the fucking chocolate milk. The chocolate milk's fucking killing me. You know what I'm saying? So that chocolate milk, little kick that I've been on, that shit's done, man. I can't be a man and drinking chocolate milk like I'm a little fucking boy. Okay. I gotta know. Like it's time. I gotta fucking, I'm not a kid anymore. Mikey likes it. Mikey likes all that sweets, all that fucking shit, but Mikey can't do that no more. So I have to cut that shit out and get my fucking my body back up to prime before the Monday night game that we're both going to. And we're also going with the two other guys that's been on this podcast, Jules and John Tipo from the BBO NYG podcast, all going to the Giants game on Monday night, sitting in suites, because that's how we do, man.
And they're playing the Cowboys. I didn't even know. That's pretty sick.
It's going to be a sick game, sick event, sick tailgate. I'll post up on the Mix It Up what tailgate we're going to be, what parking lot. And, if you guys are listening and you're down there, you happen to be going to the Giant game, come say hi, take some pictures, drink some beers, share some laughs, all that. So looking forward to it. Hopefully we get down there pretty early. It's actually a holiday on Monday, which is good. So like that means like no traffic, which is awesome.
I'm going to tell you what, man. I'm not going to so much to guarantee that the Giants will win, but I'm kind of a lucky charm in situations like this because like I've only been to a handful of games in my life. The only Giants game I went to was out in Dallas, and it was the first time that the Giants beat the Cowboys on Monday Night Football in Dallas.
Really? That's a
Go
pretty,
figure.
that's a pretty good lucky charm, I would say.
Yeah, so they're gonna win.
Yeah. So I mean, if they lose, then we'll just throw you on the field.
Right.
But yeah, hopefully you got to bring that luck, man. So
Yeah.
yeah. So can't wait, man. Can't fucking wait. Big Blue, go Big Blue.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I mean, I'll be cheering for the Cowboys, but go Big Blue. No, I'm just kidding.
That's crazy talk. That's crazy. So you'll be watching that game from the bathroom.
Trust me, I'm not that type of guy, man. I'll be cheering for the Giants for sure.
Word up.
You gotta check if anybody's listening. You got to go on that BBONYG podcast. Is that what it is?
Yes, that's what it is. You listen.
The BBONYG podcast is right behind your head. I mean,
That's right. There you go.
Yeah, they had a big. These guys had a good following, an upgrade in their followers recently. So go check them out, man. They're talking some good stuff. You know, I don't really like sports podcasts, but if I did, I would be listening to the BBONYG podcast.
Right.
You know,
You should just listen and support your friends and listen to the commercials that we actually get paid on. So when I put up and buy t-shirts and shit like that, that's what all the funds are gonna go to. So
right.
but yo, quick shout out to all these people, man. Nick, we made some more countries made to list besides the United States, India, Ireland, Australia. All of a sudden, Brazil hit the map.
Nice.
United Kingdom's been there before, but Greece is back. Ghana and Vietnam. So all those listeners or all those identity thieves, we thank you. We give you thanks.
Yeah. Some little Vietnamese guy came out of like a hole in the ground from Vietnam and saw a computer, and he just happened to like sign on the Big Blue, the BBONYGY was on. He didn't even know what the fuck it was. He just clicked on it.
Yeah, he typed in the whole website. We'll just remember it. It's amazing. Came out of a hole. Yeah, he came out of a hole, stole our identities, and bought a house with our names.
Shit.
So, shout out to the people.
Yeah.
So speaking of topics like migrants, all that shit, what topics you want to go with too, man?
All right, let's see. Let's talk the topics out to the people out there. We got. I managed to get Jules and John in the Corona suite. What else we got? That's a good topic. Shipping migrants like their Amazon packages. Mike's urgent care experience.
Did that.
Energy, hurricanes, Rachel Richardson, Duke volleyball player, and affirmations. Which one you want to go with?
I say we start with the migrants, man. The shipping migrants like the Amazon packaging. So I mean, have you followed this story at all?
No.
Not really, right? All right. So basically, like, all these border states were getting flooded with migrants, right? So these guys had a nice idea. It's political fucking porn. They scooped these motherfuckers up and just started fucking putting them on buses and delivering them like the Amazon packages to places like Martha's Vineyard. Like shit, I would love to show up to another country and go to the best place in their country and just chill there and eat and hang out on the fucking beach all day. So these motherfuckers went to Martha's Vineyard, and they also shipped them to Kamala Harris's like front lawn. So all of a sudden Kamala Harris got up one morning. She's like, hey, I'm like, who are you? We didn't, we chilling here. We live here now. So it's fucking, it's amazing like how like they use these people as political pawns. But in a way, it kind of worked out for the so-called political pawns because they went to some really nice places. They didn't get shipped to New York where they have no shelters right now where people are living on the fucking streets.
Yeah.
They came there and it's mostly like Venezuelans because they are coming here and you can't really send them like to Mexico because Mexico, they won't even allow them. You know what I mean? So all these border states, getting back to the border states, they take the full burden of these migrants. You know what I mean? And they were like, all these other people are talking a good game. All the Democrats are talking a good game and stuff. So why don't we just put them to see what it's really like in front of their faces?
Yeah.
And, to be honest, it kind of worked. You know what I mean? If you really think about it, like all of a sudden, like, I mean, if you remember back in the day, years ago, I think it might've been during COVID, they came up, like we had a bunch of migrants come up and they flew them into Westchester County Airport,
Yeah.
right? In the middle of the night. That county airport, by the way, they close at like fucking midnight or some shit. You know what I mean? All of a sudden, like fucking 2:30 in the morning, they show up and this bus is there waiting for them, and they took them all down to the city.
Yeah.
Like that's, I mean, without telling anybody, that's just the kind of shit that's going on. And a lot of people don't know about it. So I think it was a smart move by taking these people and just, putting them right on, Kamala Harris's front lawn. That's hilarious. All of a sudden she opens up her curtains and she's like a whole bunch of fucking migrants there just fucking chilling, the shit with knapsacks. Fucking hilarious.
Who did this stuff?
I think it's like the whole, like, I guess Republicans like DeSantis and shit, and like they just decided to like, hey, fuck it, you know what I mean? And move him in there. I mean, I don't know how it really went, but it's something like that. It's just hilarious.
They just had him in there like in vans, and they were all just singing like Moxie,
Yeah.
see,
See,
see.
pick him up. Dumb and Dumber, by the way, people don't know.
Look, there's some people want to ride too. Pick them up.
If you didn't know that, then you are dumb and dumber. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
come on.
Or
Come
you
on,
just
guys.
or you just never seen the movie. It could be one or the other.
Well, that's pretty wild. I mean, yeah, that's good. I like tactics like that. It's not a violent tactic. It's not like, being a little bitch, it's being a fucking gangster ass move. It's like, yo, well, guess what? Now this is happening. Not government oriented, right? Like legit, like no, it wasn't like a mandate or anything, like ruling. I know this is happening. Motherfuckers were just like, yo, let's get a fucking bus, ship these motherfuckers up to Martha Stewart's house,
Martha Stewart's chestnut checkers, bitch. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
pimp shit.
Yeah, it is. It is fucking, it's a pimp move, man. It's a baller move, fucking doing that. Because they talk, the people in these places like Kamala Harris, Martha's Vineyard, just say, like, for instance, whatever, they talk a good game, how like, oh no, we got to support all of them that want to come to the country. But when it's right shoved in front of your face and you actually have to deal with it, then it's a totally different fucking story. You know what I'm saying? So people got to be like, oh shit, this is actually what it's like. Because there's places, like I said, New York City, where it's just people are living on the streets. You go to fucking other places around here. It's just, it's pretty bad. You know what I'm saying? With people just living on the fucking streets because we have no fucking room to keep them. You know what I mean?
Right.
They should go to these other fucking places.
Yeah. But you know what though? I mean, if these people are coming here because their country like is dangerous and shit, I'm sure they probably don't even give a fuck to sleep on the street, because they could have potentially been sleeping on the street over there, and way more dangerous, I'd imagine. And they're probably like, shit, streets are better.
Yeah, can you imagine that though? Like you would imagine us, like, friends. I try to put in my shoes. Like, imagine we had to leave this country because it got so shitty and dangerous.
Yeah.
And we were scared we were gonna die. Like, we would go to another country and just sleep on the streets. I tell you, like, the more I thought about it, I was like, you know what? What if I had to go to Bermuda? I'm like, so I could sleep on the beach all day and not do nothing?
Right.
Sign me up, man. Like,
Oh,
yo,
yeah.
come on, America, go to shit so I could go to Bermuda and fucking be a migrant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm here. Man, I just show up to Bermuda. I could just do that now, actually. Thinking about it. I could just show up one day. I'm like, yo, I live here now. Like, I'm home. This is where I want to be. And I'm just that guy on the fucking beach. I could start a whole fucking thing. Like,
You
what if I
could.
want to go to Aruba? What's stopping me?
Nothing. You're allowed to go anywhere you want.
Right. And just stay there and do fucking nothing.
Yeah.
Yeah. So maybe that's a thing.
Could do it.
Yeah, we'll see. We'll see.
Oh, I want to bring off. This is completely off topic, and I'm gonna forget it because I didn't say it before, but I took a picture of it on Instagram because I follow Jerry News. I always drop Jerry News. Maybe they should sponsor us. But
Really?
there was a news article, apparently, or whatever the fuck it is, where people were starting to put NyQuil on chicken. Did I send that to you?
No.
No. So they're putting NyQuil on chicken and like
Ooh.
cooking it. Psychopath, right? So the FDA put out or something like a warning that this is stupid. No, they don't say stupid. They should say this is stupid and you're an idiot for doing this. This would stop people probably for doing it.
Yeah.
They say that if you cook up NyQuil, it makes it more potent.
Really?
And really gets you fucked up, and not so many like different wording. You know what I mean? Like, I can read it to you right now. This will probably be better. So this is the exact
Kind of want to do
word.
it. Kind of want to do it now.
Boiling a medication can make it much more concentrated and change its properties in other ways. Even if you don't eat the chicken, inhaling the medication's vapors while cooking could cause high levels of the drugs to enter your body.
Wow.
All right. So now that stupid kids have read that, they could say,
Yeah.
oh, this is another way to get high. I could get even higher off this shit.
Yeah.
Like, how could you be so stupid to say something like that? All you should say is, you're an idiot and it's very fucking dangerous. You could die from it or something like that. Right?
Yeah, it leads to death, like automatically, like 10 out of 10 times or whatever.
So stupid, man. Like, it's because they want kids to do that. They want them to be fucking stupid and be like, oh, what are you doing in there?
Yeah.
Why are you putting, oh, nothing, mom.
Are you
Just
are you
making NyQuil chicken?
Are you putting NyQuil on chicken again? Get out of there. You fucking monster. That's why they fucking, you can't even go to Walgreens and get fucking and get your medication, flu medication, and just walk out of me. You have to get somebody to unlock the fucking little boxes they got them fucking locked in. It's fucking crazy. These fucking maniacs just go in there and fucking stealing Sudafed and NyQuil. Like, Jesus Christ.
And whipped cream.
Yeah, and whippets. Like, man, I don't know. These people are just out of their fucking minds.
You know what's the best? When you go to Home Depot, they have all the spray paint cans behind like the locked fucking.
Right.
But now it's just open. When it first like opened to Home Depot, that shit was actually locked. Now you can just go there and just grab any spray paint can they want.
Because that shit was like, they were worried about people tagging up and shit. Like, right, graffiti and shit was still big. Like, is really graffiti still even a thing?
Not really. But you know what?
All right.
They're doing construction on my bridge over here. They they just poured the concrete. If somebody tags up on this bridge, I'm gonna be pissed. This is a brand new fucking bridge.
Yeah, right. You got to watch out for that.
Yeah, somebody's gonna do it.
Yeah, at least they're gonna go under. You know what I mean? So people could see when the cars are driving by. Like, is that a big deal for you? Like, you're driving by, like, yo, I did that.
Right.
I'm like, and you drive by at like 60 miles an hour, you barely see it. And then you're like, that was it? That's your whole claim to fame?
Right.
It's kind of fucking, it seems so fucking stupid that it was like such a big thing back then. You made up a nickname for yourself and you tagged it up all like you're everywhere. You put on your fucking school notebooks, on your binders, anywhere you fucking possibly can. If you had the balls, you were getting spray paint and gonna spray paint it like on buildings and shit like that. But this, I tell you, I got to give it up to some, like, there's some real artists out there that just make some crazy ass fucking beautiful, like, murals and shit with that shit. It's nuts. I'm talking about the assholes that are just like, and just leave, Like, what a waste.
There's somebody tagged up, like, graffitied, like, a nice piece of artwork up where I live. And I would always see it and I always wanted to stop and take a picture of it. It's like a big skull. Big face. It's a face but really nice and detailed. And somebody fucking buffed it out the other day, man. Like, just put their stupid tag name over it.
No.
In garbage, like yellow fucking spray paint. I'm like, what are you proving with that, man? That was a nice piece of artwork.
Yeah, now, because the fucking person that created that is not a fighter, most likely, that created that artwork. So he's not going to find this guy that with the yellow graffiti. Because that's beef right there. That's like, oh, he did that to me. Then you got to find him and murder him.
Yeah, it's stupid shit. But
yeah, that's what happens.
And that's what happens. All right, let's see what else we got here. What do you want to jump into? Do you want to talk Rachel Richardson Duke? Because I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Sure. Yeah, I could talk about her right now.
Let's talk about Rachel Richardson Duke.
All right, so she was the Duke volleyball player. She's black that went to Duke, still in Duke or whatever, and she was playing a game against another college called BYU, and that's basically like a Christian school, whatever, Mormons, whatever they are, and she her godmother said that a, somebody in the crowd or the crowd was calling her like racist names, whatever. And all of a sudden, like that was it. But there was no proof. There's no video. Usually you get like, people filming at these games. You would get a video on some kind of social media. And it turned out after the whole media storm was fucking backing her up like right away. Oh, this person needs to go to jail. We got to find out who this person is. And then some people like USA Today were tweeting out, it's terrible what was said against her. She is a hero. I'm like, a fucking hero. Like, let's not get fucking carried away. Okay. I
Right.
got called names. I got called Michael Training Wheels growing up in fucking grade school, and I didn't get fucking, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get called a hero for fucking taking it. You know what I'm saying? I had to fucking take that shit and fucking go home. You know what I'm saying? I had to go home with that shit. I fucking, what the first time I heard that, I went home, ripped my training wheels off with my bare hands off my bike, and I fucking learned how to ride a fucking bike on my own. I think I was like fucking 5. So I was fucking tight about that. But anyway, she, basically she was, you know, had to back her godmother in a sense because she came out and say it. And she just said it was a racist word. She couldn't even say it was the N word. She couldn't even say like what it was said. She never said that. And I feel bad for her because I feel like she had to like almost back her godmother up because she came out and said it when there's probably nothing said at all. But
Right.
to be honest, like who's going to a female volleyball game and who is a monster that would heckle females?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I've never gone to like a female game, like a WNBA game. You don't hear like, fucking trash talk against these fucking bitches. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Even if like, you're drunk, you would never fucking like say anything about like women's sports. You just go there and just, watch or whatever. So basically it came out that it was a whole fucking false thing, right? But the media, like everybody, just CNN anchors going on. Oh my God, I feel so bad for it. It's not right. What's going on? But meanwhile, we had a story come out this past Saturday. I think it was in Oregon. It was an Oregon BYU game, right? And the Oregon fans, like at the end of the game when BYU was losing and people were leaving the stands, they were like, I think they were saying like, fuck you, Mormons, right? And it went viral on Twitter, but it was only one media outlet covered that.
Wow.
And it wasn't a big deal.
Yeah.
So you're going from like, all right, race and religion, right? Like, they're almost kind of like tied together, but you make a big deal about a fake story,
Right.
all this outrage, all this fake outrage you like to fucking spread because you love to spread that hate and that fucking division. But then you don't say anything about this going against like these BYU kids that just went to a college football game hoping their team would win. So it's like you got to watch out the fucking mainstream media, man, because they're little fucking antagonizers. That's
Yeah.
what they fucking are, man. They're getting fucking paid to do it, and I'm fucking sick of that shit. That's why you got to watch that news that I watched with Dan Abrams. Fucking amazing, man. Fucking, you got to watch that shit.
They're paid trolls, man. The
News
fucking
Nation.
outlets.
Yes. Paid
So
trolls, right.
how did they find out that news story was false?
Basically, like there was no evidence. They found no evidence. They went to people's social media. They talked to people that were behind the bench where apparently it came from. She couldn't say what the word or any word, what racist word was said.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was holes in the story from the beginning.
Right.
But once you put it out there and then the media picks it up and makes it a firestorm, that poor Duke girl fucking probably panicked. What was she going to say at that time? She had to stick up for her godmother, her family. So, she probably fell backed in a corner, and I feel terrible for her. But at the same time, you're in college. You kind of gotta stand up for what's right and be like, hey, this never happened. Blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta do the right thing, people, sometimes, even though it might make you and your family look stupid for a second. You gotta be fucking honest.
So now what happens to the person that came up with this false allegation?
Nothing, man. That shit'll go away. Like it's already gone away.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how it is, man. They want these fucking stories where it's almost like clickbait and almost TMZ shit, where they just want, people all riled up and shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like shit, dude, get over it, man. I got cool fucking names. I got cool I'm sure there was more other names in training wheels. I think like the fuck was it? I forgot.
It's
Train.
funny how you have to worry about like a general offense like color of your skin or like religion or politics. But if somebody just comes up to you and says like you're a fat slob piece of shit, that means nothing. Like it's okay. Like you don't get called out on it. There's no big fucking deal. And they just basically offended you directly to your face. Like,
Right. That sounds worse.
yeah.
That sounds way worse.
Right.
Especially if you're pointing at my face and saying it.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like shit. I feel terrible now.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Crazy world.
Yo, that's kind of where we are, man. Did you get any called like any nicknames and shit when you were in school? Like, what was the nickname that fucking kind of like you remember?
Big Dick Nick.
Yeah, right. Thanks. I was just fucking sipping on my fucking Arizona. I almost fucking lost it. Stop it, man. There has to be something where people fucking quote you something that you gotta. It's deep in there. I know it is, man. It's fucking back there.
I don't remember, but all I remember is that the girls in my class used to think they could beat the shit out of me because I was a tiny little kid. They'd always be like, "Nick, I'll whip your ass." Like, I mean, try me, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I hit you with the 1-2 combo. You know what I'm saying? Obviously,
We're all
I
equal
was
now,
friends
right?
with them. I was friends with them, though, so they were always just busting my balls. But like,
Yeah.
it pissed me off. Though I'm not gonna lie. It used to just piss me off. Like, you can't beat me up. You're a girl.
You know what you should have done in the middle of class? Just go up to one of them, just pop them, and like, yo, this is a message for the rest of you. That's how you send the message.
Yeah. Shit. Yeah. No.
But that was it, huh?
Silly as shit. The
Nah,
poor Mormons. Poor Mormons.
Yeah, poor Mormons is right. You want to
But
take
you know how it is. There's certain religions, there's certain races, there's certain everything that nobody gives a fuck if you offend them. Like you could say Jew, you can make Jewish jokes all you want. You can say whatever the fuck you want. You can make fun of the Asians all the fuck you want. You can make fun of Italians. You make fucking Irish. Basically, like you know what I'm talking about. But then like then there's other races and religions that you can't fucking offend. You're a fucking piece of shit. But not even that. You can't make jokes about them either. You can't make jokes about certain races or religion, but you can make jokes about like all these other types of fucking races and religions. It's like so fucking stupid. It's all fucking it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit. It's the media, like you said. It's like
it's the
putting it
media.
down your fucking throat. Actually, holy shit, Mike! I didn't even realize this. I swear to God, I just found I have fucking NyQuil sitting over here.
Oh snap!
About to cook some chicken with it.
I had it Saturday. I wish I had chicken. No, but I 100%. I get what you're saying. You're right, and we all know like it's all driven by the fucking media because, I mean, like I've told this story before. Like we had like, in the war room when people used to come over watch football a lot, we had white, Spanish, black, Asian, Jewish, Indian. There was one other race probably missing, Chinese, right? We had them all in my fucking war room watching football on a Sunday, all together. And we were all friends. We all knew each other. Some friends like met other friends at the time to watch football, so they started getting to know each other. But it was just cool to have a room filled with different races, and everybody just like felt okay to just like chop on each other for fucking like, and we go at each other about race shit. You know what I'm saying? Like it was stupid because we know, stereotypes, like, yes, sure, they're true, but they are funny at the same time. So we know how stupid it is to say some of the dumb stereotypes. So we just say it on purpose, and we know how stupid and silly it sounds, but it's so fucking goddamn funny.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? And we all laugh about it.
Yeah.
But you're telling me now we all can't laugh about it because you all high and mighty, little cancel culture bitches, little PC correct bitches tell me I can't? Fuck out of here, man. Fuck you. You are the problem, not the people that's laughing and hanging out and having a good time.
Right.
And you know what I mean? Calling each other friends. Like that's the fucking problem.
See, here's I'm going to give you an example right now of how we've been brainwashed into believing certain statements are fine to say and some aren't. Ready? Watch this. Go eat your fucking potatoes, you fucking Irish prick.
Fuck you.
Right?
Yeah.
Go eat your fucking pasta, you guinea fuck. Go eat your fried chicken, you black piece of shit. Right? All those statements, nobody gives a fuck about you tell me go eat your pasta, you guinea fuck, you guinea piece of shit, you guinea piece of shit. I don't give a shit the pasta, but you correlate like fried chicken is delicious. Number one, if somebody was like, "Go eat your fried chicken," you white trash piece of shit, I'd be like, "Fuck yeah, I'm eating my chicken." Like,
Fuck yeah.
why is that so offensive as opposed to like eat your fucking potatoes and like stereotype? Right. You eat Irish people eat potatoes, Italian people eat pasta. I guess black people eat fried chicken. Fried chicken's delicious. It's not a bad fucking thing. Yeah. Why is it that like watermelon fried chicken like are so bad to be? Those are two of my favorite things on the fucking planet.
it's probably the best, and to have it like at a barbecue, because you know that's the time when you really have it. Yeah. It's like, yeah, why are we conditioned? And meanwhile, like we've said that to like, I mean, you know, Derek, our black friend, you know, we've said that to him. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, when he came to like my mom's wake, you know, God rest her soul. And, you know, he came in and then, you know, me and Malarsic are standing there. And then, you know, me and Malarsic look at him. Malarsic's like, yo, fucking the Williams fucking wake is down. It's two places down. You know what I'm saying? We're fucking joking around and shit. Yeah. Like, but it's like, you know, we can't do that no more. Like, right. It is bullshit. Just because we're conditioned to say, you know, eating chicken or watermelon is a fucking thing. Like, who said that's a fucking thing? It's just a dumb joke. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid that, I mean, I'm telling you right now, like any black people that listen to this show, you know, you don't even care. You know, that's not offensive to you. You know that. Just, you know what I mean? Just, it's like, you know, people are like, because we have to listen to these authority figures that are made up. You know, almost like a queen and a king. Like, why do we give a fuck what they think?
Right.
Those times got to fucking change, man. We all got to just we got to all be able to joke around with each other, for Christ's sake. Just be friends. That's it. All love, man. Who wants to hate? Like, who are the maniacs that just go up and just hate somebody for the color of their skin or for what religion they fucking want to do? I can't. Like, listen, if you want to say you hate somebody because they're a fucking asshole, yo, perfect. That makes sense. You know what I'm saying? If you never met nobody and you just see them walking down the block and you hate them for just looking the way they look, like you got self-esteem issues, man. That's all it is.
Listen, I know that, you know, you might lean towards one way on like the political spectrum, but we do live in one of the most fucking liberal fucking states on the fucking planet, right? Yeah. There's tons of different people in our neighborhoods and you've been associated with them and we're accepting of them. But like 50 years ago around our neighborhoods, they weren't that accepting of them because they would fight with each other. You know, the blacks and the Italians fucking, but the Italians fought the Irish too, though, and shit like that. You know what I mean? It was just like, you were a different race, you were fighting. It didn't matter what it was, you know? But now we've changed, but we're lucky enough that we didn't grow up in the fucking racist South, which still exists. We're lucky enough that we didn't grow up in a fucking country where they're going to war over religion and shit like that. We're accepting of all this stuff, and you know, which is a good thing. You know, we were raised in that type of fucking state or environment or whatever. But a lot of the fucking world is still so far behind. A lot of the country's still so far behind, man. They probably, I mean, I watched a TV show like on MTV that this was probably like 15 years ago. One of those reality shows where it was like down south, like Mississippi or some shit like that, or Georgia. I think it was Mississippi.
Hillbilly Central.
Yeah, the prom was still segregated, man. They had like two different proms, white prom and a black prom.
Jesus.
This shit was happening.
Yeah, dude. I forgot how progressive we really are living here.
Yeah.
You're right, man. 100% right. Jesus. Wow. How could these play? You're right, man. How could, dude, I mean, we're living it now, like, but if you really do think about it, Nick, if you really think, like, we really haven't been around that long. I mean, look how far we've become from like the 1940s, 1950s, like you were saying, until now. It's like complete night and day. Like, eventually we've got this planet got to get to a place where there is no war. Right. You know what I mean? It's got to get to that point. Why are people still invading other countries and killing each other? We should just be able to share our resources and hook each other up with shit, make fucking money, man. You know what I'm saying? Why, like, I mean, I could go on about wars being like a moneymaker shit like that, but I'm not going to get into that right now. But it's just crazy how we just kill people in the name of war, thinking like, all right, we're the best, we're the best. I'll let you know what I'm saying? Like, trust me, like I know we aren't fucking innocent fucking people because during like different administrations, Obama, Trump, Bush, we're dropping drones on fucking people in other countries
Right.
and killing innocent people. Like, let's not sugarcoat it. They just don't want to fucking talk about it.
I saw another video the other day about this guy. This was I think this was a long ass time ago, but like they made it seem apparently like it was a new video, but I think it was from like 2003 or whatever. And it was like a ex-military guy talking, like yelling at Bush in like a conference or whatever, saying like, George Bush, you're a fucking liar. He's like, you owe everybody an apology. All the soldiers who went over there and died and were killed for this fucking fake war, blah blah blah, and how we went to Iraq and we started a war with them, and all the fucking people you killed, the innocent fucking people, you owe them a fucking an apology. He was like, my friends that went over there and fucking died because of you. Like he named this like one of his friends, and like, and the security came and grabbed him out. They wouldn't let him fucking stay there. And so like, you know what I mean? Like he's just spitting the fucking truth out. And it's like, listen, my hat goes off to all the military out there. They have balls of fucking steel. They're out there protecting us, because at the end of the day, these politicians are going to send you to war no matter what. And these guys, no matter what they believe in, they're there to fight to protect this country, right? So you can't be mad at them at all. They're doing their job. But the politicians in the government are pieces of absolute fucking shit, because there's ways to not go to fucking war, and they don't give a fuck who dies in fucking war. They don't care the members of our military, and they certainly don't give a fuck about civilians anywhere that fucking die, man. Like that shit happens. And like you were saying, right? Like the documentary where obviously like people have vendettas now against like the country. If somebody bombed your house, if fucking Cuba bombs your house, you're going to have a fucking vendetta against that country. Yep. Everybody on your block is going to be like, fuck this, especially in a war-torn country where they have access to, like, they have these military weapons. They probably grew up fucking, militarized, and they have access to this shit. And it's just like, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. What else do we have to lose? You killed my whole neighborhood. You blew my whole neighborhood up. I don't give a fuck anymore, right? Well, and people can't see through to that, though. They think, oh, well, they attacked us. But why? Why did they attack us? Number one, there's a good chance that it was a cahoots fucking job with which, no matter what you want to call it, a fucking, conspiracy theory or whatever. You believe whatever the fuck you want, and I'll believe what I want. But like when you hear the interview of like some guy that was friends with the Rockefeller dude, and the Rockefeller dude came to him and said on September 11th, 2001, there's going to be something that's going to happen, and it's going to be really like, it's going to be bad at first, but then it's going to bring us all together. And 9/11 happens. And like, what are you supposed to think? You're supposed to just say, oh, that's all bullshit? Why? Why could it not happen? If me and Mike wanted to do something to like one person per se, to one of our friends, Pike Halarzik, for instance, right? And we came up with this big elaborate scheme to fuck him over. Right. That you would say, no, Nick and Mike would never do that. I know they would never do that. They swore to protect Pike Halarzik. Right? But we fucking did it. But we did it.
He's got red hands on his fucking, you know what I'm saying?
Caught red-handed.
Yeah. He got framed.
But we did it. We did it because the money was too good. It was right there. And we're like, yo, we just gotta fuck Pike Halarzik. We have to do it.
Oh yeah.
It's the same fucking thing, man. Like everybody's in everybody's pocket, and they don't give a fuck.
Everybody's in each other's pocket. Dude, you're 100% right. I was just thinking about 9/11 too. It's funny you brought that up, because it's the same way. Remember when 9/11 happened? I wanted the whole Middle East gone. I wanted the whole place. Yeah. I wanted that next day, I'm like, send the nukes. Destroy the whole fucking place. There'd be no Middle East left.
Yeah.
I wasn't thinking about anything else other than our buildings. All those people died. Like, yeah, you want revenge. Yeah, of course. Like, of course, you're going to expect. Yeah, I know. All right.
So you were willing to like, and everybody here in this country was willing to kill all of the poor innocent fucking men and women and children.
Donkeys.
Yeah, you would have pushed the button. And anybody would have pushed the button and said, "See you later."
Yeah. Be gone off the map forever. Yeah, 100%. 100%. That's why I was like, why are we waiting? That was like my response on September 12th, 2001.
Right. And then you were looked at. You couldn't even say what we're saying right now, especially after that, too sensitive at that point. And we didn't even think that was a possibility until it all started coming out. But like, you couldn't say something like, well, you know, why did this happen exactly? You know, why did the kid who was getting bullied punch the bully in the fucking mouth? Right?
Yeah. You weren't even thinking that way though at the time. Right. We couldn't even possibly think that way. But then all of a sudden, like, you start getting facts and you start getting hit with all the information.
Right.
And then you're like, holy shit. I'm like, yeah, like, I kind of get it. I know. I don't want to go down that slippery slope, but it is a fucking reality, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? If there's people out there that just want to hurt you for no reason, they're the maniacs, okay? Right. They got to go. But if there's a reason, you know what I'm saying? It kind of does make you think.
And you know what though? And people might be listening to this going like, you know what, you guys are pieces of shit. People died 9/11. Yeah, they did. Yeah. And that's fucking awful. And you know, if somebody lost somebody, that's fucking awful. And you know, obviously we fucking feel for you. You know, our hearts go out for fucking everybody because it was terrible. But you have to say to yourself, who am I supposed to be mad at here? Am I supposed to be mad at those motherfuckers, or am I supposed to be mad at these motherfuckers who could be potentially and most likely lying about everything? The government, you know what I mean? Like, could potentially be lying about everything. It's like, just think a little bit, you know? Like, I mean, shit. If me and Mike did whatever we were gonna do to High Kalarzik and we blamed somebody else, and we were very trustworthy sources.
Yeah, it'll be easy. It'll be very easy. We fucking all of a sudden we dunk High Kalarsik's hands in red paint.
Yeah.
We take those red paint canisters and we drop it off at Crazy Chris's fucking backyard.
Yeah.
We put a little paint on his fucking truck and shit on his fucking like little garbage cans where the bears go and fucking eat that shit on the fucking driveway. Then all of a sudden, like, we framed Chris, you know? We framed the crazy person.
Who framed Crazy Chris?
Who framed Crazy Chris? I might actually have to title that fucking shit. But yeah, I get what you're saying there. But I do want to talk about religion, like, more in general, about different religions when we come back.
I'm feeling like shit talking about this anyway.
Yeah, I do want to get into like religion though. But let's take a quick commercial break. Do you want to take a real break or just go right into it? Are you good?
I could go into it.
All right, so let's take a quick commercial break. We'll be right back on the Mix It Up podcast. All right, we are back on the Mix It Up podcast. I am Mick. No, that's Nick. That's Mick.
Wow. Wow.
I'm Hike. So yeah, I just pretty much called myself a racist term. I call myself a Mick. So that's Nick. I'm Mike. I think that's how it goes. We were talking about like religion. I kind of want to get into the generalization of religion, like people's different religions. Like, you know how we don't give a fuck about people's race, all that shit. I don't give a fuck about people's religions either.
Of course not.
Why do people give a fuck about what other people believe in? Even if we think it's silly and stupid, like, I'll tell you if I think it's silly and stupid, but that's your thing. Yeah. If that's what you believe in, if that's what you have faith in, be my guest, go for it. But the one thing, I don't know if you agree with this, I don't like when people come to me with their religion, like Jehovah's Witnesses, for instance. Shout out to them. They come knocking on your doors and they come saying like shit like, oh, you know, I want to save you, blah, blah, blah. This is the only way. Okay. I'm like, listen, if that's what you believe, that's what your religion, if you think that's the only way, like, listen, I'm not about that. That's not what I believe. Like, because there's so many different religions. All right. So if I picked a Hindu religion, I'm going to be saved by their God. What about the Greece God, or what about Christ, or what about Hindu or Buddha, you know, whatever, all that all that shit, whatever you believe in. What about all those? Why can't I just be spiritual and believe like, hey, everybody has a right to their religion? Maybe there's a bunch of different gods up there. Maybe
Right.
I get to say what's up to all of them or whatever when I go. Like, I don't fucking know. Like, I haven't got there yet. But the whole idea of like people, like, I don't like the religions that force that kind of shit on you. And if you don't agree with them or like, you know what I mean, or go with them,
Yeah.
they kind of denounce you and they're not allowed to hang out with you.
Right.
That's the kind of religion that it's on the verge of like cults, like you're a cult kind of religion. And if you're not allowed to, that's one thing about like if you're in a religion, you're not allowed to associate with people that don't believe what you believe in.
Right.
That's right there. It's a fucking cult. It's complete bullshit. It's complete bullshit. I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Because a good religion, a nice religion will just want to include everybody, even if they don't believe in everything you have to say that's coming out your dumb mouth.
Right. Yo, you know what's fucking insane? I don't know how I thought about this just now, but maybe, who knows? You know how like every human, there's fucking 7 billion people on this fucking planet, right? For the most part, everybody has their own plot of land, right? They have their own like family. They grow. You could grow corn. You could grow shit. You can fucking raise like animals and stuff like that. You have your own existence in a way, right?
Yeah.
How do you know that there's like an infinite amount of planets out there, right? Who's to fucking say that every one of those planets isn't owned by not a person in quotes here, but like whatever's out there controlling everything, and we just happen to be created by like the person that's like, I got this. This is my fucking planet. This is my planet. And then there's another planet like Pluto's owned by somebody, but maybe not in our solar system, but another solar system. It's like bazillion solar systems.
Yeah,
Maybe
right.
somebody owns every solar system, and we can't see what they see out there. Maybe there is a ton of different fucking life forms on there, or maybe time exists differently. Maybe for each planet, the owner can slow down time so he can enjoy like the life of it. But in reality, it's like that, boom. You know what I mean? So tomorrow in universal time could be the end of our whole existence. And the next day, that other guy's using his fucking planet or universe or galaxy for his game, of like, oh, I'm planting my farm today, or something like that. Like, why are they all out there?
It's
Why are
interesting.
they all out there for fucking no reason?
It is interesting. That's the ultimate question. Like, what's the reason?
There's a gazillion fucking galaxies out there,
Crazy.
Mike.
Yeah, that's crazy. I mean, you don't think that's why I always go into that question. You don't think there's more people that look like us? You think we're the only ones?
Probably. They could look like us, but there is a very highly unlikely chance that they do look like us because we've been, well, maybe not unlikely because there's a gazillion different fucking galaxies, right? So
That's what I'm saying. Like maybe
but
we just haven't, be able to reach them, or maybe there has been a race that's been able to reach us, and that's why they're called aliens. But for some reason, they can't just show up on our planet and just be like, "Hey, I'm here,"
right.
like migrants and shit.
Who knows? Who knows? But you would think though, like we've fucking we've evolved from like the smallest like protozoans, right, or bacteria, whatever it is. Like that's what they say started us, and they can kind of trace the path of it all. So everything went perfectly in a linear fucking, I guess, in a line in order to get where we are. But out of like, if something changed a little bit, we would have evolved totally different, I'd imagine, right? Like, we could have went
That'd be
from
perfect. Like, oh
yeah, we could have went from monkeys to something totally different. Like we could have been, like, I don't know. I mean, we're so similar to them that how different could it have been? But like, there could have been like I guess there could have been a detour before like monkeys and shit like that existed, and it could have went like either Monkey Way or Milky Way or something. Like that, you know what I mean? Like, and then we would have been like fucking just enhanced spiders or something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
or it could have been like what you were saying in a way, like there was like, all right, say there was just a bunch of monkeys roaming around this planet. What if there was like a spaceman that we consider a spaceman on another fucking planet, right? That somehow got here and he just decided to fucking eat. And for some reason, it created like a spawn of this first human and shit. Like,
Could
I
be.
don't feel that could be, I think that's a Third Eye Blind song. Spaceman fucked an ape, then cut out on the tape, right? So it kind of almost seems like, yeah, maybe a spaceman thing. I mean, that's the thing. Like, I want to know these fucking answers. There's so many questions I would love to fucking know about. You know what I'm saying? But we have to just go by on the fact of our belief system and
Right.
what we believe what happened and how it got here. That's why scientists think there's fucking little things that floated above and went in volcanoes and did all that stupid shit. So that's fucking stupid and silly too. There's so many dumb, stupid religions out there. I mean, I hate to say that because I know there's people like, listen, I told you about a friend of mine that I grew up since second grade, and he was one of them that got so crazy religious. And listen, maybe it saved his life because he was on a bad path and course in his life. So like that's good, but
Yeah.
that was one of the first things I noticed. If I did not join his church, I would not be allowed to like hang out or see him pretty much again. And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, you got fucking brainwashed and you don't even fucking know it. If you can't associate with other people just because they don't believe the same shit, that's fucking, it's foolish, it's
Yeah.
bullshit, and it's cultish, and you're fucking brainwashed. That's
Yeah.
what it is. That's all it is. I hate to say it, but it is what it is, man.
No, 100%, man. I mean, most of it is brainwashing because if you try to have a conversation with like somebody that's like really religious, they're gonna just shit on you and be like, no, because it is that way, because it's the truth, and because we're the only ones that'll be saved. And it's like,
Yeah, what?
saved from what? Number one, like, right?
The asteroid that's coming? We're all
Right.
gonna know that.
And where's everybody else going? Like, you know,
I hate to break it to you, saved. Like we're all going eventually, one time or the other.
right. I always used to ask this question. I said, like, if I religion, like I believed in Catholicism when I was younger, but I would always used to say, like, so what happens to the people before Jesus was alive? Like, they didn't have the chance to fucking be saved. They just died, and then everybody else who got lucky to be born after him was
Yeah.
saved. You know,
Right. That's a good question. What'd they say? What was like their response?
I don't really remember.
If
I
you
don't
asked
really
the
remember
teacher
the
that.
response.
Yeah,
I
same
think they
thing.
said yes. I think they said yes. That's true. That's correct. That's the system. I think they did. I think they just said that because what else was anybody going to say to you?
They were all monsters and they deserved to, you know what I mean? It's like, come on,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, dude, I get that. It kind of just, I don't know. I was thinking about that the other day. It kind of just like pisses me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just, yeah, I think a religion should just be able to include everybody. Everybody just be chilling, just be
Right.
kind. Like, oh, kindness with your neighbors. That's all it really comes down to. Just don't be a dick to people.
Right.
You know what I mean? There shouldn't be like, you know, that's that side of it. I guess I hate the non-inclusive type and the whole like shut you off type, like that
Right.
kind of shit. That kind of shit pisses me off, man.
I mean,
Now,
it should,
yeah, you're right. Now,
all that stuff. It should just be like, instead of such adamant, like factual statements, like quotation factual, it should be like, this could be, you never know. We could be the correct religion, but hell, like all the religions could be correct. You never know. Like, as long as we're good and like they're good, like, we should all get along and like accept each other and stuff. Like it all shapes up for non-acceptance in a way, don't judge anybody, but also remember that you're the only one that's going to heaven. So,
right.
Too bad for those people. They had their chance. They had their chance.
Yeah.
And then I used to ask this as well. What happens to some kid that was raised a Muslim and never got the opportunity to even learn what Catholicism or Christianity was? Like, oh, well, it's too bad for them. It's too bad for them. Oh, okay, cool.
Right. They're just grown up that way. They just happen to grown up in that religion.
Right.
What about those people? Like, it
Right.
wasn't their choice.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't my choice to be grown up Catholic. I was just sent to the school, and then, I believed what they told me. I was a fucking kid. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck? We were pretty much brainwashed since we were little. Like,
biggest brainwashing of all time, man. Like,
yeah.
it starts from the beginning.
Starts from the very beginning. Yeah.
everybody's basically claimed. Unless you're like an atheist or an agnostic or whatever, you are claimed
Right.
as soon as you're born.
Yeah, and pretty much, yeah, you fucking go into the water and shit. They tell you like, oh, you better not be bad, otherwise you're gonna go to hell. Like, what?
Yeah,
Like, I don't want to fucking go there. Like, that doesn't sound nice.
yeah,
Like, do they got Nintendo there? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's it makes you like, it makes you scared. That's what it
Yeah.
is. It makes you scared as a like a little kid. They put the fear into you. It's almost like a controlling mechanism. They control you for not acting like a fucking asshole, which is actually, if I think about it, it's kind of a good thing for most people. Because if you didn't believe in like, an afterlife or anything like that, if you didn't believe like, if you didn't act good in this lifetime, you would end up like in a bad place, bad situation. If you didn't believe in all that, that wasn't true. Like, what's stopping me from just like doing crazy shit here on this fucking planet?
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's so I don't know. That's a tough cookie to crumble. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What, I mean, so the thing is, like, do you like when you die, if you're a good person, maybe you just move on to the good energy fields, like maybe if you're shitty, you like, you don't, but like, well, where did there's like really shitty people. Did they come from like the bad energy fields? Were they born of the bad energy fields, but they could change, because I think you could change from a shitty person to a good person,
I think so, yeah.
Who knows? Who knows?
That's what they have with the jails. But that's our fucking take on religion, man. So take it or leave it, man. I don't give a shit what you do with it. Just don't try to come at me with tell me I'm gonna be saved from your magic god that you made up in the sky. What are the topics, bro? We got anything left?
Yeah, so I want to talk about the affirmations. I know we talked about them like a couple weeks ago, maybe, and we were like, you've done them before, and you feel really good for a day, and then you stop doing them.
Yeah.
So I started doing them, and I listened to them. It says you're supposed to listen to them for like 21 days straight. I listened to them like every day going up to my job for like 10 days, 10 working days. So I tried to listen to it on the weekend. Sometimes I did, sometimes I didn't. But I have seen a pretty big change in who I am, man. I'm much calmer. Like I was driving like a psychopath to work every day and home, getting stressed out. Like I gotta get home. Yep. I'm fucking relaxed on the road. I barely do like fucking 70 most of the time, like 65. I'm just cruising. And I realized that time, I have more time. It seems like driving, like I get there quicker somehow, and I'm not speeding, and I leave at like the same time. It's almost like I found a way to like slow down time because I'm not stressed out.
You like to make getting rid of stress, man. It's a big fucking deal. So where are you listening to these affirmations? Like YouTube videos or something?
On YouTube videos. So the one I listen to, it's called like, and I just stumbled on it. Like I'll type in like I am affirmations, and then this one comes up like I am affirmations for like self-love, gratitude, and success. And I just flipped through them and I listened to which one grabs my ear, the music behind it, and like the soothing voice. And this one just did. So I listened to that one, and it's like it's just really fucking calming. And it's gone over into my everyday life. I just like, especially driving, I don't get pissed off at people on the road. I just fucking very calm. So they work. They fucking work, man.
That's actually pretty. I gotta try that. I usually on my way to work, I usually listen to our podcast. To be honest, I'm like, I listen to myself. I'm like, I'm sure that's fucking healthy to do. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean,
but I'll try it. Send me the link whenever you get a chance. I'll take a fucking little swig at that.
I will.
Affirmation shit.
I mean, it's the same thing as like if you start bitching early in the morning or something, like the bitching is going to keep going on throughout the day. You're going to be pissed off all day. Things are going to piss you off. Things are going to get fucked up. It's the same thing. I mean, if you start off with a nice calming day, like it's fucking true, man. Like people don't want to admit it or not. Like you put your energy out there, you get it back.
100%, man. No doubt. Yeah, it's like what I guess it's karma or whatever, but it's basically like the same kind of attention. Yeah, dude, I noticed that too. That's why That's why I go out there, man. I don't be a dick to anybody. When I see my accounts, I'm fucking cool. I'm cool with everybody. I don't want negative energy coming out. There was a couple times in my job with a couple accounts I dreaded going to because they gave me so negative energy. I'm like, I don't want to fucking deal with this asshole. He
Yeah.
just puts me in a fucking bad mood with his constant complaining and all that shit. I'm like, that's that's the tough part. You run into the people with bad energy.
Yeah.
That's the people like you need to get away from in your life. Okay. Not about religion, not about race. The people with fucking bad energy, man. If they're always out there bitching and moaning and complaining,
Yeah.
putting out that bad energy, they don't want to go out, have a fucking good time. Yo, stay out of my fucking lane, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't need you bringing me down.
Don't bring me
chilling.
down, Bruce. All right, let's see what else we got here.
Think I
If
might
we
have
have
to wrap
anything
this up.
else. Oh, did you want to talk about hurricanes or your urgent care experience?
Well, I pretty much told you about the urgent care experience from my Friday doctor when I went. So that was it. Basically, she just checked my ear hole, that fucking bullshit. I gotta go back. So that's all. Plus I gotta get my blood pressure checked. You know what I mean? I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Something wrong with me, man. But whatever. I'll figure it out. I'll be back. I'll be back to 100%, man. So
Yeah, you just stop drinking your fucking your milkshakes, your chocolate milk every day.
that's it. I gotta fucking chill. So
You ever realize like that when you're on that sweet tooth shit, like you're on it, but then when you're not anymore, and then you
yeah.
go back and then you're off it.
It's a weird fucking thing. I tell you what, man, it's all of a sudden when you're not on that fucking side, you're like, oh shit, I feel better. Like almost immediately.
Yeah,
Like all that inflammation in your body is like starting to fucking go. I'm like, dude, why was I on that kick for a minute? Like I do that though. I go on kicks about
yeah,
everything a lot, in life. But like with the food, it's like all of a sudden like chicken parm. That's all I want to eat is chicken parm for a couple weeks. All right.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Then all of a sudden, I'm like going to steak. I'm like, oh shit, if I go to fucking like Del Frisco's and shit, like for my birthday, whatever, get a steak, then all of a sudden, like for the next fucking couple months, I want to keep going down to Del Frisco's or going to nice steak restaurants and having a steak at least once a
Yeah,
week. You know what I'm saying? Like I go on those kicks like that. I wish I wasn't like that. I wish I could just, but I'll snap out of it like I normally do.
yeah,
But this was a good wake up call. I think I needed to hear that my blood pressure was, going through the roof.
yeah.
No, it wasn't going through. It was like a little high. But I think I needed to hear that to just be like, you know what I'm saying? All right, snap back out of it. Get back into the fucking lifestyle trainer. You know what I'm saying? And fucking do your thing. So
Yeah.
that's it. So I wish, I don't know, like for the most part, I've been eating the good stuff, but I've been breaking down, having the fucking pizza, the chicken parm,
Yeah.
the fucking beers. I got cut back to beers, man. I only drink on Sundays now. I don't drink on Monday Night Football. There's no more softball.
Yeah.
So I'm not drinking during the week. So it's really just Saturdays like college football, but Friday nights I'm out. If I go out, maybe it's like a glass of wine or whatever, depending on where I'm going. But otherwise, Sunday, that's the day for drinking, watching football. That's it, man. Gotta chill. Drinking fucking lot of water, a lot of fucking Arizona iced tea, big cans, you know what I'm saying? So I'm fucking chilling. I'm back, baby. I'm fucking back.
Yo, there's a drink I'd like to be sponsored by one day, a Body Armor. You ever had it?
Body Armor fucking drink. Yeah, I didn't really care for it too much. You like it?
Oh, what flavor did you have? You got to try this strawberry banana.
Strawberry banana? All right,
Dude.
I'll give it a shot now. I think I had the blue raz. I think I had.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't ever had that one.
Had some motherfucking joints. But yeah, it's all right. I gotta fucking try that shit out.
This shit like hydrates me like a motherfucker. It has like I think it has electrolytes in it and shit like that. But like, I'm not even joking around. When I drink one, I feel like it's like there's liquid cocaine in it or something like that. It energizes me right away. And like I don't know, for some reason, like I get tired a lot, like when I'm driving lately, and it's kind of scary, like I have to be like, oh my God, shit. But if I drink one of those, it like fucking puts me it like wakes me the fuck up.
It's almost like Adderall on the way, huh?
Yeah, or like there's not like caffeine in it or anything like that. I mean, I'm sure it's loaded up with sugar and shit like that, but I swear, I'm not even joking around. Like Gatorade doesn't do this to me. Gatorade makes me kind of feel like a little shitty afterwards because it's like, it's really sugary fucking Gatorade. But
Yeah,
like,
it is.
this is more like of a clean, refreshing taste. Like I don't know what it is, man. I swear to God, one sip and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm back to normal. One fucking sip.
No shit. That's
Yeah.
that's your fix right now.
Yeah.
So
I
yeah,
drink
fucking
them. I
crap.
drink them. An electrolyte. You ever hear of electrolyte?
Yeah, I've heard about that. I don't know exactly what it is.
It's like, I guess, high electrolytes or whatever. It's pretty decent, like a kiwi something, maybe kiwi strawberry, some shit. And then I tried what's the stuff that you give little kids like when they're like dehydrated? Pedialyte. They sell that shit in a bottle like at the gas stations now. I tried that shit. Not that good. It's very sweet. It's disgusting.
All that does is should like get you rehydrated. It's for the alcoholics that are fucking drinking all these fucking beers.
Yeah.
They drink a Pedialyte, especially a lot of these bitches. They be drinking like, I mean, listen, when I was back in like probably 2015 to 2016, like on the dating app, I told you about Zeus and shit, and dating like fucking 45 women and shit. And before everybody gets carried away, no, I did not sleep with fucking 45 women. I just went on fucking dates with them because it's a crazy. But a lot of these bitches had like the Pedialytes on like their like little night table, like always. It's like, how much do you fucking drink that you need a Pedialyte at your fucking nightstand? That's a red flag right there, fellas. If you're going out with these fucking random broads and you see a Pedialyte empty bottles, especially if you see like 5 or 6 empty bottles on the fucking bedroom floor, get the fuck out of there. They're drugs. You got to get out. You know what I'm saying?
Mike just threw in a little. He just contradicted himself in a slight way. I don't know if anybody picked up on that.
I hope they didn't. I was like, shit, I'm fucking gonna give myself up right here.
Oh my God. If you didn't pick up on it, rewind it.
Yeah, rewind it. Yo, Pete, I'm telling you, that's why they sell it at gas stations. Because it's fucking, you grab a fucking 40 and then you grab a Pedialyte for fucking like fucking 4 a.m. and shit to sober your ass up. It's fucking weird.
I never drank and was hungover and then had Pedialyte the next day, but I wonder, like,
I heard it's like almost as good as an IV.
really?
Like getting an IV done. Yeah, that's what I heard. Maybe it's onto something. If everybody's doing it, maybe I gotta fucking try it. Mate, you know what? Monday after the Giant game, I'll drink one. We'll get one. We'll fucking ride home at a gas station. Drink Pedialytes, and I'm like, yo, I feel fucking great Tuesday morning. You know what I'm saying? I want that to happen.
You know, I thought I had a bright idea the other day to mix. I got the orange mango body armor, and I was in the mood to drink, so I threw vodka, like a vodka that I have, like it's like a blackberry vanilla vodka, and I got fucked up off of it so quick. I don't know how much I was pouring in. I was probably pouring a good amount in, but I think the mixture of all the sugar and shit. But I thought,
that's what it is.
I thought because it was high electrolytes in it, I felt like shit the next day.
Yeah, no shit, Nick. I tell you, when I drank vodka and I mixed it with Country Time lemonade mix, no, man, I wish I'd known. Like, I drank so much of that shit. Like, I was puking everywhere. It was the worst hangover I ever had that I never drank vodka pretty much since.
Yeah.
And I was like fucking like 19 or some fucking shit. It was crazy. Yeah, you don't fucking mix with that shit. You know what I'm saying? You fucking like, you get really fucked up.
Yeah. Yeah. Learn that one.
Got to learn the fucking hard ones, man. But I think that's a wrap, right?
Wrap it up.
Yeah, so we'll fucking have this pod out. By the time you hear the next pod, we'll give the review of the Giant game. Yeah. Maybe we'll see a couple of you maniacs out there. But do your thing, like, subscribe, tell your friends about the podcast.
Yeah.
And eventually we'll get some shirts going around for you, loyal listeners.
Yeah. And also, if anybody wants to be on the podcast, we're still always open to guests. So just hop on, man. If you guys are a listener that we don't know in real life, which seems like we have some of you guys out there, hop on or like message us, like email us or hit us up on the Instagram or like leave a comment below, like, hi, I'm one of those random people in those countries, or it could be our country. Just hit us up and show us some love. We want to know who you are. You know, we appreciate you listening because obviously you're a crazy person just like us. And we want to know how everything's going with you.
Even if you're an identity thief. But with that, we out. Peace.
something isn't right. We were certain of the future, now lost sight, and can't see past another argument-filled night. When discussions came up, turned away from the truth. Who are you to be with me? Who am I to be with you? We try to force an issue that already fell through. We keep fooling ourselves, maybe it's just me. I don't wanna let go of the thought of just we. I should do the right thing, set you free. Unhappy now, if we still are, then let it be. I'm losing me, I'm losing you. When dreams die first, then we'll be left in two. I'm losing me, cause I'm losing you. These feelings come back to me, come back to me. Don't wanna take photos out of frames, pictures off walls, your number out my phone, cause what if you did call and I wasn't here to receive it at all? Cause I know that I'm losing you. That's the reality, do we understand it? Starting over is difficult for creatures of habit. We have a good thing, or should I say we had it? I know that I'm losing you. We seem so fit into each other's lives. Now things change, no reason for why. Now we lay quiet in bed with open eyes as we continually feed each other lies. I'm losing me, I'm losing you. When dreams die first, then we'll be left in two. I'm losing me, cause I'm losing you. These feelings come back to me, come back to me. Feelings are temporary, as well as strong. Also can't decipher what is right and what is wrong. Games we play waste so much time, like a long joke never gets to a punchline. Keep waiting for a fix, even temporary. See if we can make another 14th of February. Makes me sick how emotions got involved. I wanted to bail the first moment we had problems, but you hope every resolution fortifies a bond. Every revolution in life becomes hard, so I toss another quarter right into the wishing well. Last thing I wanna hear is you wishing me well. I'm losing me.